Yeah, I get what I want, don't need no genie. This right here a took it, ain't no beanie. Every time they see me, now they froze. No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me. Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show. I ain't at the top, but I feel close to it. Got the speakers knocking, now these doors they keep on opening. Got too many yes men in your circle, how you supposed to win? If I play this for my girl and she don't like it, I ain't posting it. Whoa, rap game, Mr. Beast, popping up on those screens. Laptop in a dream, top notch with the keys. Wait, blast off at a reach, hopscotching on beats. Cause I just keep stepping on squares, these numbers increase. Whoa, yeah, baby no money in corner, that's baby no price. Okay, right? Yeah, that sounded nice. Baby no price, roll out the tongue, got me saying it twice. Me falling off, keep wishing, tried to grant me 3 wishes. But look, I get what I want, don't need no genie. This right here a took it, ain't no beanie. Every time they see me, now they froze. No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me. Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show.
I just looked up what Topanga means. Got one goal this year, I need more enemies. Baby, no real rap shit, don't speak with energy. Baby, no better me. Just woke up, I sip amphetamines. Ain't so sure you know what better means. Just made a minute, but a song about green beans. Baby, don't press, don't blue up smithereens. Freaking MITS, 0.5 photo, keep it promiscuous. 2 tenths kissing, bottom cells, 20 simultaneous. They said baby smooth, ain't talking subcutaneous. Finally got my paper straight, it's file miscellaneous. Baby, no money, my brother in Christ. Connor, he killing it, checking the price. 4, 5, 6 when I roll on some dice. By the way, ladies, I ain't circumcised. I need a new girl to treat me real nice. Running my rappers, I love exercise.
I get what I want, don't need no genie.
Rub it up.
This right here a took it, ain't no beanie. Every time they see me, now they froze. No, there ain't a thing that you can't teach me. Rest in peace to Feeny. Got my own Topanga at the show. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Baby, no money, kind of price. Baby, no money, kind of price. I hope this boy drinks, I want some ice. I see you real soon at night.
Yeah, straight A student, but I'm friends with the cool kids. Following the rules and the rubric. Freestyle on the bus and it's too lit. Everybody like, oh damn, who's this? Raising the stakes like Roos Chris. Clockwork, how I shine like Kubrick. Yeah, I heard what you got with the music. Think that it's hot, but it's not like mucus. Pick a side, never switch, get a backbone. Girl, they only wanna hit me on the bat phone. Hey, turn the rap flow to a cash flow. Cash cow, got the game in the lasso. 5 figures this week, no show yet. Yeah, I do it all from my home setup. Whoa, turn a TikTok to a Rolex. And I got more views than a Coachella. Make money off streams cause I own it. Can't exploit me cause I know better. Work smarter, not harder, I know this. But I still do both, I'm a go-getter. Scroll back on the gram, you can see just how I did it, ayy. This ain't overnight, I've been at it for a minute, ayy. World gave me lemons and I turned it into lemonade. Got a juice and I made a brand off of it like a Minute Maid. Yeah, straight A student, but I'm friends with the cool kids. Following the rules and the rubric. Freestyle on the bus and it's too lit. Everybody like, oh damn, who's this? Ship don't sink, no loose lips. What's a rowboat to a cruise ship? What's a penny stock to a blue chip? What's an NPC to a blue tick? Whole life felt protagonist. Like Bilbo Baggins is.
I gotta say, so you guys know I'm a huge Connor Price fan. I was in his 0.001 percentile of listeners. But there was a special place when my kid gets in the car and he's like, can you play that song? Like just randomly, he's like, burn me in the ashes. And he was like humming. I was like, they're about Connor Price? He's like, yeah, that one that's like, I want all that smoke. I'm like, that's like when my kid starts to want to listen to Connor Price, I'm like, all right. What you don't know about Connor Price, he doesn't swear in his music. I mean, if you caught on to it, he's like, just all the little bit of analogies he does and the metaphors. I love it. I think he's fun to listen to. He's not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of his stuff sounds the same, but obviously you guys know I love him. I've been listening to him for a long time. I would love, my goal is to hopefully randomly have him on, like a little like interview kind of thing here or something, just show him what we do here. I'm working on reaching out to him to show him how much we listen to him and stuff, but I also got to be careful because I'm worried if he finds out we play his music without giving him his due, I could get in trouble. So it's one of those things. But I would love to like a dude like that to see how much that anybody else listen to Connor Price away from here? Has it caught on, or is it just my son? It's probably just my son, because he's 9 and impressionable. Listen, guys, there's 2 teams left. It's the Bears, it's the Broncos, which is actually surprising, although it makes sense. Left side of music, Big X, and left them play. Get arrested. Dude, I'm old. I guess I'm like out of touch. I don't know who that is at all. I don't even know if that sentence is meant to be said the way it's said, Rich. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Like, I listen. My wife's always like, where do you find this stuff? I was like, I just don't listen to what everyone else listens to. I get bored of it. My thing is, so here's how I find my music. I'll play I think I found Connor Price through Toby Lou. Is that his name, Toby Lou? We listened to him for a while. Toby Lou. I was sad last night, but I'm okay. Yeah, this one.
I'm pumping itching for some days now. I was sad last night. I'm okay now. Got some money.
So like through listening, I think I always find similar artists, and I just go down the rabbit hole. Y'all know Toby Lou? The Hot Tub Dream Machine. I need a hot tub time machine so I can go back and do everything. Yes. Vote for drugs. I mean, listen, these guys, I get it. We think these people are gonna clean up their acts because they became rich, and they're not gonna. And there's nothing wrong with that. They should be who they are. It's just interesting. My son wanted to really learn about. Who was it that was on the plane? Who's the dude that was in Fortnite recently that died because he took all his drugs on a plane? It's not Future, right? No, who is it? Either way, I was like, dude, he's gone and he lost his life. It's not for weed though, right? He didn't get arrested for weed. I'm sure it's harder than that. These dudes are on the, it's mostly prescription stuff for fentanyl, and people actually do take it. I know it's a pandemic because it's laced in the stuff and people don't know they take it, but it's a wild world, man. Listen, Philly's what's the trank capital of the world? The zombie shit that's going on there. You ever see some of those videos? I'm not going to act like I know everything that goes on, but wait, he just had weed, that's all he had? And he got arrested? Are we still doing that? Are we still arresting people for weed? I don't even care if you have a duffel bag of weed. Are we still arresting people for weed? It needs to stop. It's just such a double standard. It's such a, it's just stop. Stop. Are we arresting people for weed? Why? You know what it is? It's because it's like running an illegal bookie site. That's what it is. You can gamble as long as the state gets their kick. But you can't run your own site because you're not paying the man on it. It just is it's the fact. And it's why it was so long until they could find a way to control it, regulate it, tax it, do all the fees and the surcharges and own a percentage of it themselves and on the farms. And they're like, all right, I think we got a stronghold on it. Plus, nobody uses paper anymore. Oh, no, I didn't say that. Everything's on computers. We don't need paper. We can do hemp. Oh, cool. All right, weed's good. We're good on the weed. We got the green. Yeah, we're good. Make sure we get the percentages. What's Texas doing arresting people for weed? The fight's over. They got their money. They got everything they wanted. Golly. I gotta say, remember when there was a time alcohol was illegal? Speakeasies? Now we replicate them now. We go to speakeasies because they're cool. So tonight, I've replaced my wife and I, when we go out, we do margaritas. I'm a big margarita fan. I don't like to make them myself. I've done them every which way, from margarita mixes to squeezing my own lime juice to this and that. And it just always gives me, I'm getting old, I get indigestion. But tonight, here's what I did. I just did tequila. I just squeezed lime, lemon, and I did a little Topo Chico seltzer. Dude, I could drink these till I fall over, which is, I'm probably close, but these things, this is hydration. This isn't even a cocktail at this point. Yeah, but they ultimately will pass it, right? It will be passed, but everything in due time. Like, it doesn't take all but a little simple deep dive into the most basic of researchers to see that why weed took so long to get legalized, right? You're not going to sit here and tell me that cigarettes are fine and alcohol is fine, but now that it's can be tracked and like they got all the farms in place, and all those farms also has to pay taxes, and they're all like checks and balances and stuff, and now it's like we knew it wasn't dangerous. Dude, what is it, the beginning of Pineapple Express? Or he's like, this is the bee's knees. You, me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Who is it? What's his name? Oh my god, he's so good. Oh, what's his name? Anyhow, it just took forever. Oh, what is his fucking name? But yeah, I think it's Pineapple Express. He's like, bury it. 1-2 to the top. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna let the dice do the talking. It's gonna be 1, 2 top box. Listen, this is all I have, and as far as I know, and I'm being completely honest, the only reason I got more is because I did have multiple people come to me and say, hey, can you get more Spectra? Like I told you before, I have to be cautious with a lot of it. I mean, I have 9 boxes of Photogenic because I had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, we want Photogenic. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? So I actually ordered it full retail. I ordered a case so we had it because I don't get allocations and stuff anymore. So that's why I only get like 6 boxes. And Don Russ, I went and got a case because I knew we'd be fine with a case. So, but Photogenic, I thought would be fine for sure. And that one kind of scared me. So Spectra, I was very cautious with it being such a high price tag. And you guys said, let's get more. You guys have not disappointed. I thought they did a very nice job improving the look of it. Again, I get nervous because of the lack of autos of the bigger teams. But I've seen what the numbered cards are selling for. So it's holding. It's holding. And they did a lot to improve it. The vet autos, we pulled an Adam Vinatieri auto. Jason tonight pulled an Eli Manning, which I'm a huge fan of Eli. I already asked, does he want to move it? He's like, he's a huge Giants fan. I'm with you, Rich. It's always great. Now, let me ask you guys this. Obsidian comes out next week. How do we feel about Obsidian? And again, Photogenic I get. Photogenic's on me. It's not on you guys. Because it was new, and I was apprehensive about it. I was a bit apprehensive because of only being one auto and the price point. I was nervous, but I had so many people ask about it. I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead because what if it goes up and then I can't, you know? That's my biggest fear. Spectra has pretty much, because it's so expensive, I think it's kind of held the line. It hasn't gone up too much. So yeah, and I do love all the parallels. The nebulas, they had like the 1 through 4 parallels are great. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's a unique to this. A lot of sets do the 5, the 1, the 10, the 20. You know, this has the 1, 2, 3, and 4 in it. It's like, what are they all? The nebula. These building blocks are nice too. I want to cover this up, but we pulled the building blocks of. It was a Eagles player, and it had those great patches on it. These are going to be basic. Cade Stover for the Houston Texans, going out to Eisman, numbered out of 75. These are new this year, I believe, building blocks. I love Photogenic. The problem is, Jamie, it has dropped in price, and when you buy a case out of the gate and you don't sell your case, I can't now just charge you what I paid for it because, do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm being a little bit more, now that I don't get allocations, I have to be more thoughtful in my approach to how much I purchased initially. But how you guys feel about Obsidian? I don't know if anyone answered it. Anthony Gold. This is going to be out of 125. These are nice cards here too. I'm just going to... All right, I want to ask you, doesn't it kind of have that wild card vibe to it? Maybe it's more of a Leaf vibe. But like, again... Photogenic's awesome. My big complaint about Photogenic is A, price point for one hit. And B, I don't like that the checklist is so small. I don't like that the checklist is tinier than I feel like it needs to be. Daniel Jones out of 40. I mean, but seriously, the cracked ice, look at that. New York Giants going out to Ben Hitchcock. He's not even on the Giants anymore. The gold. The one out of 125. Or the Daniel Jones. Out of 15. Joshua Dobbs. Who wore it better? Nick Mullins or Joshua Dobbs? Who wore it better? Jamie, I'm just going to give you, like, on my end, because I know Chris likes to pick on me. When you say yeah, and I said, what, the Daniel Jones or the Anthony Gold, and you go, yeah, that comment comes in about 45 seconds after I ask. So it's best to always say, like, the Gold or the Jones. Oh, so not the same card, but the same player. Okay. Dobbs. Same. Is that the same? No, Mason Rudolph was 18. What year was Dobbs a rookie? Apparently, like, he's the astronaut, right? The rocket scientist. The astronomical engineer or whatever it is. Like, bright dude. Is he going to be like the Fitzpatrick that just sticks around and is waiting for his chance? Thank you, Jamie. Oh, and it went to Nate. I do like PYTs for this. Glad they left us. Rich said that. Listen, Rich, this is one of those things where you can only say it if you're an actual Niner fan. You know? You know, Rich? You can't say it if you're not... You can't say that word. Why not? Because you're not a Niner fan. You know. Brock Bowers rookie. Jason and I talked for, I want to say, over an hour or so today, back and forth voice messages on Facebook. And we were talking a little bit about breaking and how it's driven up the prices of boxes. And yes, they've come down, but what would happen if breaking didn't happen? Would the box prices come down? And I look at a product like this and I'm like, even if this got cheaper, how many of us are going out to buy a pack of this for even $125? I just don't know. How many of us are buying a box of this for $500? Maybe a few. What's up, Jaden Daniels? Next era out of 99. You can't get the autos, but you can get the patches. Why is that, Rich? Why is that, Sean? Was it because... Was it just he didn't perform? Was he not a locker room guy? Was he didn't get a shot? Is it how he looks? Is it the baldness of his head? You know, what is it? Why? Trey Benson from Benson's Animal Farm out of 99. Guys, the final filler is up for the box 2. That's all we're going to do tonight. Doug, are you in here, Doug? Doug's trying to talk me into doing some like tiered divisions or tiered groups for the next one. But I was going to get a hold of... He's not Big Ben. I saw someone post the other day, Jamie. It was like... It was a picture of Big Ben. It was on the Steelers page. Like, no controversies, no accusations, only winning. We miss this guy. And I was like, his name's literally Rapeless Burger. Doug, so listen, I was going to get a hold of you. I did the little activity of trying to group teams together. I don't think you're going to like that concept as much as you think you do, just because, oh my gosh. Who wore it better, Dobbs or Pearsall? Ricky Pearsall, bang bang Niner gang. He living that name. Nate Gogol with the Niners. 2 of 4 so far. But anyhow, Doug, I started doing it and doing some play on the groupings that are not just divisions, you know. And I was like, man, you know, you're essentially paying for the team you want and getting probably teams you don't want, because the good teams got to take the teams no one wants, and the teams people like don't want are going to get grouped with, like, you know, mid teams. Let's just keep it going. Jacob Cowing out of 75. Jeez, it's a Niners box. Guarendo's right behind it. The hell's going on out there? McConkey or Pearsall? Rest of career. If you had to pick right now on your team, you're going to go Pearsall or McConkey. Who are you taking? What's up, Niners? Oh my gosh. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Troy Franklin, first of all. I had to skip to this one. It is going to be our auto out of 75. Nick Orovitz with the Denver Broncos. The colors in here are great. Is Xavier Worthy the best wide receiver out of the draft so far? At least in the offense that he's in? Like, Xavier Worthy made a big difference. And I don't mean it in the sense of we saw neighbors, we saw good guys, right? Like, there were good receivers this year. But Xavier Worthy is like that Tyreek Hill, X Factor kind of speed. You know, he's not as big as Tyreek, but like he's quick. He can run like out of the backfield. Is it going to be Xavier Worthy on the Chiefs? And I specifically say on the Chiefs with Andy Reid, that's going to be the most beneficial to a team. I mean, I pulled that one first because here's Brock Purdy. Yeah, I've never seen so many cards out of 60. Ladd is the next Wes Welker. So listen, I want to talk about Khalil Shakir for a minute. Have you seen the stat? So the Bills just re-signed Khalil Shakir, 4-year deal, $60 million, $15 a year. And it's so funny because I watch these like commentators talk about Bills game like Khalil Shakir. Who's Shakir? They have Amari Cooper. Why is Shakir catching the ball? Shakir has been top 5, not just in the AFC or across the league over the last 3 years in catch rate, yards after catch, separation distance. Like, the dude is an absolute stud. Khalil Shakir. Stud. We just signed him to he's 26 years old, I think. So 4 years, he's going to hit the 30-year-old mark. We just signed him for $15 million. Like, now all of a sudden I'm like, do we pay James Cook? Today was the first day I started looking the next season. I was really hurt after what happened to the Bills this season. I was like not ready to talk football. On that note, what surprises me is how the Bears are sitting there in breaks. Like, the Bears fans are so excited about Caleb Williams. You can't tell me that doubt's kicking in for the Bears already, right? Bears fans aren't having doubts already, are they? Like, they're going to get a line. An offensive line. Correct me if I'm lying, but Caleb Williams is going to be okay, right? Let me ask you this. It's the draft this year. Caleb Williams is a rookie coming in. Are you taking Shador Sanders or Caleb Williams? It's Caleb Williams, no brainer, right? Like, it's not the same thing. 3 out of 15, Trevor Lawrence. Are you taking Cam Ward or Caleb Williams? Like, Caleb Williams is the number 1 pick again this year. Maybe Travis Hunter. But it's probably Caleb Williams, right? Is he that? Is he? So, Sean, here's the thing. I didn't watch him a lot in college. I watched him enough. You're taking neither? You're taking Travis Hunter? That's a nice one for the Jags. James Ray, a Jags fan. He's a free agent this year, right? Or is it Bosa? Is Mack or Bosa the free agent? It's Mack, right? Khalil Mack. So here's about the only thing that bothers me about Williams is also what makes him one of those guys who you kind of want to watch. To me, watching him, just novice eye, never coached, don't know, didn't watch him in college. He does feel like he's that traditional drop back in the pocket, move around the pocket in a traditional way. He'll move if he has to, but he is looking his route reads. He is your Peyton Manning, your Drew Brees, your, and I don't mean that in a level, but like that traditional style. Dwight Freeney. It does seem like every box has, this is out of 8 too for the Indianapolis Colts. Oh my gosh, what a steal. That's why you always grab the cheap teams in a break like this. Chad with the Dwight Freeney. Oh, finally, it's not a Bills that it's happening on. It's a Bears card. They say this draft has no Hall of Famers, but lots of starters. But, Rich, how many drafts, did they talk about that way? I don't know. I'm just saying, have there been drafts where it's like, man, what a janky draft, and then all of a sudden it turns out that it's like, let's not forget, Ryan Leaf was supposed to be the man. He got drafted before Peyton Manning, and then to come to find out, how did that 99? Listen, that was the generation I got out of cards, 99, 2000, Sean King and oh my gosh, I can go through a list of names. I'll draw a blank right now, but there were all these guys that were supposed to be these great QBs, and none of them panned out. And legend Andre Johnson, numbered out of 99, Houston Texans. Do you know March Madness starts at the end of March? I'm going to get another top loader here. I thought March Madness was it happened in March, but the tournament starts on the 28th, doesn't it? I had to come upstairs, sorry. Dude, see, here's where I disagree with that. And again, I'm going to sit here and be the first to say, I don't know college as well as I should. I need to start focusing on it more just for the sake, but to me, if he falls to even to the middle of the first round, he's just different. He's a difference maker. And I believe in, now more than ever, just get running backs on their rookie contract. If you have a line in place, you don't draft running backs if you don't have a line, because you don't have time to build a line, right? And that's why I think, Rich, it's funny you say that, because I've noticed that from just looking, and it seems to me that it's the worst year that Cook could be at. James Cook could be asking for an extension. It's do we pay you $15 a year, or the coach and GM have made it clear, we want you here, and he's like, cool, I want $15 million, and they're like, well, we want you here, but we're thinking 9. He'll get paid. I just don't think the Bills are going to pay him. And like I said earlier, I do think that getting Shakir for $15 a year helps, and maybe we can come closer to 10. He's nuts. If Cook, we only used him 65% of plays. He was super efficient at 18 touchdowns. People don't know that about him. James Cook was top 3 running back in the league this year. Quiet because Allen stole a lot, and we had Ray Davis and Ty Johnson came in and did a bunch. But James Cook was quietly top 3. Love Ray Davis. Do I think he's the lead back? No, but rookie contract, he's riding that out. Ty Johnson's 27. He's up for, he can leave if he wants. But to me, it's lock that dude down. He's 27 years old. Give him a 2-year, $3 million, $2 million a year. Let him be there. Let him be a part of a team that's headed. Let him get a Super Bowl ring or at least a shot at one. it's going to take that. It's going to take guys like Shakir, Sean, that want to sign team-friendly contracts. My biggest fear is Greg Rousseau on the defensive line. Like, we need him to sign a team-friendly contract. Oh, yeah? So, like, Sean, I think this draft is interesting this year for that reason right there. They're like, who said it? Was it Jamie? That it's not a lot of, it was Rich. Not a lot of Hall of Famers, but tons of starters. This is where, like, dynasty players happen. But anyhow, here's Khalil Mack, base. Trevor Lawrence, die cut out of 15. Garendo, Prism, on numbered. Jacob Cowing out of 75. Trey Benson out of 99. We had the Brock Bowers, base. Daniel Jones out of 40. Anthony Gold out of 125. Here we go with our hits. We will do two $5 hit list credits. We got the Epic Legends. He was, man. Started the franchise with David Carr, right? Andre, they got like 2 first-round picks or something like that. Didn't he go with their first year? Andre Johnson getting the Houston Texans to James Eisman. We had the Brock Purdy Brilliance that's numbered out of 60. That's the other thing about the Spectra is they have a lot of variations. 60, 45, 40, 35. Like, they do a lot. But they don't go real high. So I guess it's like in the end it's the same thing. Jaden Daniels, nice one, Dougie. Numbered out of 99 on this. 94 out of 99. And another one for the Texans, Cade Stover, building blocks out of 75. We had the Troy Franklin for the Broncos, 73 out of 75, Denver. We had the Ricky Pearsall for the San Francisco 49ers. And he also got the Joshua Dobbs. Now, the Pearsall's out of 99 and a rookie. The Dobbs is not a rookie, but it's out of 15. And then the Indianapolis Colts hitting Dwight Freeney. All rookies are 99 or less. Jamie, is that true on hits and base or just base? I did not know that. It's interesting how some sets work. Like elite and certified, every rookie card's numbered. You can't get a base rookie card. Right? Like, it's numbered. Now, I don't know if that... I know it's true for certified. It may not be true for elite because they have retail. But certified, every $4.99 or less. All right, guys. I am going to random up these two $5 hit list credits, and then we're going to check in on round 2. I mean, I'm glad you guys want to... I love this stuff. I would rip this stuff all the time. Again, it's the risk of it that I don't love. I've always been honest about that. It's why I got one to start and then went and got a few more. And if we love these 3 boxes and you're like, hey, let's do more, I'll go get more. It's just the way we got to kind of operate moving forward. Detroit Lions and the Bucks. It's going to be Lachi and Mike Haralambis. The $5 hit list credit. All right, guys, I'm going to go check in on the other one. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Those of you who chatted, Sean and Gogol and Rich and Jamie and anyone else. It looks like it was just the 4 of us hanging out. Doug a little bit in here. Eisman came in and guessed. Those of you guys who chat, that's why we do it, man. I love it. I hope you guys continue. I'll be back soon.